I'd like to see if we can build our lighting design around this decor piece that we found. So it's kind of this chambered nautilus shape that has kind of some brass and this coolish gray, maybe a little bit of hint of blue in there. So let's give it a shot. Let's see what we can find if we were to do a visual match back to that decor item. Okay, so we've got some waviness with this chandelier here. I feel like this sconce is definitely a contender. Um, Maybe these pendants because they kind of have this organic flare at the bottom. What else? Maybe this one. It's kind of also flaring out at the bottom. Okay. All right. So let's start here. Let's drop it in and see how these compare. I feel like that's definitely on the right track. I like that the frosted spheres are letting a little bit of light out, but they're kind of this like semi-opaque glass. What about these? So yeah, I feel like the colors almost there. It might be that if I were to do this light, it would need to be in the space, but not immediately next to this. And then we'd have to work with some other undertones of other colors in the space to kind of tie it all together. And then I grabbed this one just because the thought occurred to me, what if the rest of the room is actually kind of minimalist? And so I like that there's kind of this swoopy organic form of the light, but maybe the walls in this space are actually kind of white as well. And it's just sort of this blank canvas for this decor piece to really shine. All right. And then this last one, I'm a little bit skeptical of, but let's just see how it looks when we drop it in. I mean, maybe I feel like it's getting close, but because the shade is kind of these rectangular pieces, almost like you cut it with scissors, I feel like that's just kind of a different look than this more sculptural item, which is like formed and kind of extruded and manipulated. So yeah, I feel like probably the best contender is this sconce, or maybe doing this pendant. Kind of all depends on what we do with the rest of the design.